Game's gonna be fun tonight.
Feel good?
It's gonna be fine.
I hope it wasn't too much.
Nah. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Blind Way Podcast. No Calvin today,
No Calvin today.
but I'm back. I was gone last week.
You were gone last week.
You cooked something up while you were gone.
Oh man, I love food.
Yep, you're going to be having a guess the standard ranking list coming up later in these 2 hours that we're going to be having the podcast.
Okay.
So if you guys are watching, get a snack, settle in, and let's go. How was your week, Aaron?
Good. I had Mass Effect.
Yeah, you did.
I have that tonight as well.
Yes, you do.
So I'll be playing that. One of the reasons I wasn't in podcast was like I had a headache, or I don't know what it was exactly, but my head was bothering me, and I wanted to be good for Mass Effect because the Mass Effect stream before that we had issues because the graphics card was not working right, and so.
Right.
But anyway, that was good. I also started Control, which has been a lot of fun. I wasn't sure exactly what the game would be like, and it is really weird and fun.
Yeah?
I'm liking it a lot, so I've been doing that as well. So those have been fun for me. On lesser fun notes, we still don't know whatever happened to our kitty cat. He's still been missing for it's been I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks now. And we haven't seen or heard anything. So Melanie, she called me this morning and was like, I saw something black before the bridge on the road. Maybe if you can take a look. But it was a skunk.
Oh.
So.
Sure, I get you.
But she's still just been kind of listening outside.
Yeah. Did you put out any neighborhood alerts? Ring or anything?
I know Melanie did stuff on she did something on Facebook, walk through the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Figuring he'd be nearby or something. But
Yeah, one of the possibilities is if they were walking around with that collar, some people would just take in animals to their homes and don't let them out.
yeah, as I said too, we used to they used to get wet food a lot more.
Yeah.
And I was like, you might have found a house where they're like, hey kitty, you want some wet food? Because we've been doing dry food a lot more lately now.
Yeah.
I think a couple of the cats were having issues with the wet food or something like that, and we couldn't keep them from all eating it, so we just stopped it entirely and changed their diet around. But Catwick may just be I'm he might just be at someone else's house being like, hey, this is nice, I like this, So it's hard to tell where he is. He's the one that I named too, and I named him after Chadwick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but
That's how we got our cat Gigi. He just showed up on our porch. He's there. He doesn't have a collar or anything. I don't know.
On the farm, that was the case for literally hundreds of cats and dogs throughout the years and years that we were there.
yeah.
Yeah, they just show up. Sometimes they just leave, Sometimes they're there for 10 years. Sometimes they leave for 10 years and come back,
Yeah, right.
It happens.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe he'll show back up at some point. Maybe not. Don't know. But so we're down to 4 kitties now. So
Gotcha.
but
It's one of those things where cats, I think they're beautiful creatures. They can be great companions. They weren't necessarily domesticated. They domesticated themselves by choice, We created the grain house, which attracted the mice, which the cats were like, all right, I'll hang around people.
get the mice,
And that's how we've been going.
He was definitely the hunter too. He would go
hunter.
for moles and stuff outside. And
Do you have tree dweller cats or forest dweller cats? Because there's
he is the one that especially at our old house.
Yeah.
We heard meowing. And we're like, Catwick, where are you? And there was a big pine tree, and he was way on up it. What are you doing? I can't get you down.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't. He was one that liked to climb.
Yeah.
But he also liked to hunt the moles on the ground too. So
Sure,
he
yeah.
was, I don't know, he was
Gotcha.
an all over cat.
All rounder.
Yeah. And then this is probably more of a Eric favorite thing, but we also had a Star Wars day.
It's not every day that you get to watch a brand new Star Wars movie, but when it is, it's a special day. I had a great day that day.
Yeah.
I had we had Star Wars first thing in the morning, and then we talked Star Wars all day.
The rest of the day.
And then I played Witcher all night. It's one of my best days.
That's really cool, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mandalorian Grogu was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing that. And then we just kept doing more Star Wars stuff the rest of the day. So the movie I think is up now. Right, the reaction.
Yeah, the reaction to the movie is up. We actually put up today. Aaron and I reacting to Adam Savage's Tested YouTube channel, where he goes to Jon Favreau and actually does a pretty deep dive into the behind the scenes, the prop making, and it's just awesome to see two guys of the older generation just sharing their passion without any shame. I think guys at that age still get a little bit of shame about like the nerdy things they're into, but they are so successful that there's no shame at all, and I just revel in it. I love it.
Yeah.
And we'll be also putting up another video of Aaron and I deep diving into some Easter eggs as well. So look out for that over at Wave Squadron. Yeah. Easter eggs for the movie.
Yeah, that was a fun conversation too. It was just things that I'd heard since watching and stuff too, or that I saw or whatever from different things. And I was like, Eric, if you don't know these, I want to make sure you know them. So there might be some stuff that you guys don't know
It's so rare that someone tells me Star Wars things I don't know. So what a great day that was. I love to learn.
Rick, also, I saw that Jack got casted in a play.
Yes, in the ensemble.
Yeah.
But yes.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, I saw it and I was like, I think I know that person. That name sounds familiar. And then I was like, oh, it's
awesome.
I don't remember Melanie, whatever. Because I looked through and like usually I just kind of look for names I know. And like, hey, no, I didn't know Jack was interested in the. I know they've been around. You know, your friend Adam and stuff too has been in some. I was in with him for Wedding Singer a little bit, but
no, he's been interested in trying it for a while. But this will be his first one.
Yeah.
Excited for it. Excited for trying out for Heathers as well.
Ooh, Heathers, yeah. That's supposed to be the musical they're doing next year.
Yeah, we watched that movie the other night because he hadn't seen it before.
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, it's great.
I need to watch it.
Yeah.
It's like what Christian Slater and
Slater.
Winona
What's it
Ryder.
called?
Yep.
Heathers.
Heathers. I've never heard of it before.
I've heard good things. It's an interesting story. The themes in it have some there's like, at least from what I know of it, has like a dark comedy aspect, but also like there's some
Very
dark
much so.
themes and stuff too, talking about like high schoolers, and like it touches on like, I don't know, like suicide and like a lot
Fitting in.
fitting in and all kinds of different like aspects of like some dark themes of high school.
Interesting.
But it's
a darker version of Mean Girls.
yeah, that's a better way to put it. Like take Mean Girls and then make it a little darker.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh.
But yeah, Christian Slater I know is in it, and Winona Ryder I know is in the movie of it. But they made a musical for it too, and they're supposed to be putting that on at our local theater next. I don't know. I think it's like probably next spring or something like that. I forget when the dates are supposed to be, but
No idea.
yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, that's fun, and
But yeah, congrats to Jack.
yeah.
I know sometimes it can be hard to like put yourself out there kind of thing, and like auditions can be like scary and stuff.
Nerve-wracking.
My first audition, like I wasn't going to necessarily audition, and then like someone, I think it was the assistant director, which is like my sister-in-law now, was like, hey, why don't you come over and like you can just read, because we don't have a lot of guys here reading and stuff. And I was like, okay. And I remember like my hand was like shaking, trying to like, okay, what's the next line I gotta say, you know? And I don't know the role, I don't know the cast, I don't know I don't know anything about this story.
Yeah.
So it can be a little nerve-wracking. But congrats.
Yeah.
Make sure to tell them.
I will.
Veronica.
What was it for? Great Gatsby, right?
Yes. Yes.
Veronica in chat said, hi from the floor of San Diego Comic-Con.
Ah, San Diego Comic-Con.
Hello.
And then Bat said, you might want to stand up, you'll get stepped on. Yeah, I don't think we never went to San Diego Comic-Con. We went to New York Comic-Con.
They go to New York Comic-Con.
But never San Diego. That's the big one.
E3 was usually what went to out in California.
Yeah.
LA, yeah.
I think it was only E3 that we went to.
We went to E for All before that.
You and I did like in 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is San Diego north or south of LA? Is it north, I think?
Man,
South? I can't. I always confuse it.
way
with
over
San
there. I'm gonna
Francisco.
say it's south, but
Way
I
over
don't,
there.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. It is way over there.
San Francisco is south, right?
San Francisco's definitely south of LA.
Yeah, San Diego is like at the bottom corner.
Gotcha. Okay.
Looks like it's below
Okay.
San Francisco.
Well, I hope you have
no,
fun.
San Francisco's above. Look at that.
Is it above?
It's Sacramento up here, San Francisco over here in the Bay,
Well, look at that.
and then down here is LA, and then down here is San Diego.
Yeah, Mexico's like right there too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, San Diego's like right next to
it's
Right next to
real
it.
close to Tijuana.
Yep.
San Diego.
I was like, man, I'm gonna act like I know. We've done cryptic combat, and half the time we're like, which state's that?
Which square one?
I used to be pretty good at that in social studies. I can do all the states, but I can't do it now.
Yeah, I was probably better with capitals.
I was definitely better with capitals
Yeah.
than I was with the shapes. For sure.
Wow, I don't know. I don't know about shapes and versus capitals back then, but like I know, like compared to now, I don't know if I can name all
That
the
would be a
capitals.
fun
I
game.
probably would fail, you know?
It'd be
I
a
might.
fun. It'd be a fun game to have. Like we all have paper and a pen or marker, or whatever. It's like, all right, draw the silhouette of Connecticut. You
Oh,
know?
damn it, no.
You see who's closest. You know, I mean, we don't have to do like the square states that are just rectangles.
Draw,
but-
draw the whole states.
Yeah. How accurate is your Ohio?
then-
I think my Ohio is pretty good.
And then draw the lines of where
Yeah.
the states go.
I think
and
my
then
West
which ones do I
Virginia would
miss?
be good.
Man, Wyoming's real big.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
damn, I forgot about Colorado or something, you know?
That'd be kind of fun. We'll have to do that sometime.
I thought you were gonna say like take an 8th grade, you know, quiz
I love that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just see how you do like 20 years later.
It's like,
I mean,
it's
hey,
that, remember that Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader with
They
Jeff Foxworthy?
they say that you're supposed to go back to school or start to learn something every like 5 years, or you start to like lose the ability. And I've lost my ability
I believe it.
on some stuff, so I definitely believe it.
I feel like I used to be like so good at math,
Yeah.
and I feel like I've
You haven't practiced. It's a
so
muscle.
much slower and worse
Yeah.
than I ever used to be.
Homeschooling Evie, like, she has kept me up with it. So, like, I feel pretty good up to her grade now, which is like 6th grade.
Gotcha. My teacher just kept saying, "You're not gonna have a calculator your whole life. You're not gonna have it." Well, Mrs. Miller, I got it, you know, and now I'm dumber. So how about that?
For the week as well,
Yeah.
in some very hype places in One Piece, which has been fantastic. I absolutely
fun.
love the crocodile fight and everything that sort of surrounds it. So.
Oh my gosh, yes. I loved it, and I can't wait to see them do it in live action.
Yeah. Yeah.
Considering how well they did last season, I bet you they do pretty good.
It will be fun.
Yeah.
I forget the live action exists,
Yeah, I understand.
but like, I still love it. It's
Yeah.
weird.
I love that
You think One Piece, you go to the anime.
Yeah.
But then you've watched it and you're like, this is great.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There's so many things that I think go to live action. A lot of people are like, well. But like, at least you have the original, you know?
Yeah.
But like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
There's definitely we've gotten to the point now where I can just say like this feels One Piece. Like I don't have to say this is kind of like this mixed with this mixed with this. One Piece is a feeling now, and they nail the One Piece feeling in the live action. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be
Yep.
curious just to see like some of those characters brought to life in live action and what they might look like. Because I feel like in some of those cases, like I don't feel like you could do this. I don't think you could make this guy in live action.
I know,
You know what I mean?
dude. I know. This shouldn't be possible, but they do it.
I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I'm pretty sure they finished filming season 3 in the last like couple weeks.
Good.
Sweet.
Of One
So-
Piece.
Yeah.
I think the audience and the studios are finally understanding, like, hey, the audience will not come back if you take too long.
Yeah.
You know, these like 2 or 3 or 4 years between seasons is getting to people. There's just too much to be distracted with, and by the time your next season comes out, I've forgotten all your characters and your situations and stuff. So I like that. It seems like we're trying to. I don't want to ramp the schedule up so much where it's like the CW doing the Arrowverse, and those actors, when they get to the end of the season, like literally can't function, you
Sure.
know, because the schedule's so crazy. I don't want that,
Yeah.
but better turnaround time would be good.
I hope One Piece live action goes on forever, and I've heard that X-Men '97 has been renewed up to season 4. And,
huh?
Yeah, and that the studio heads were saying like they want it to go 10 seasons. So
10 seasons. How long did the original series go?
I don't know.
It wasn't 10 series, right? Seasons,
don't think
right?
so.
Definitely shorter than that, right?
well, but seasons were a lot longer back then.
I guess that's true, you know?
Yeah.
Heck, I remember Digimon season 1 was like 60 episodes or something crazy.
Yeah, it looks like a day ago they confirmed season 4.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
Oh, maybe 7 days ago.
But I get what you mean too with like the space in between. Like I think that's one of the things with Stranger Things was like there's so much gaps in between some of the stuff that like the kids where we were following these kids became adults.
Yeah.
You know, but like in the story they still had to be like high schoolers, you know?
Yeah.
So we still were working with that kind of thing. So.
Yeah. Original X-Men animated series had 5 seasons, a total of 76 episodes.
76, huh? Okay. And how many seasons did you say?
5.
5 seasons of or 70? Okay, so those weren't too long of seasons.
No,
then.
it was like 13, 19.
Yeah, okay. I feel like for the most part I usually think of seasons as being like in the 20 23, like somewhere in that range typically for shows. But then like you get Batman the Animated Series, and you're like, here's 60 episodes,
Yeah.
you know, or whatever. And I'm like, that's a lot in one season. But same thing with like, hopefully, the Avatar live action, they continue that faster, because like you notice the difference of Aang from season 1 to season 2. I feel like, man, like especially when you're working with younger people, like there's that quicker turnaround for that.
We also we talked about it off camera, but the God of War Amazon show suffered a terrible blow when Ryan Hurst tore his bicep during a stunt. They were 4 episodes in, and he did that, and it's a catastrophic injury that it's going to take months and months and months to heal before he can do anything. And the kid that plays Atreus doesn't have months and months and months, because he will not look the same as the first 4 episodes. So unfortunately, he's being recast, and they're going to reshoot his shots.
His shots and stuff.
Not all the episodes, because again, they can just all the other stuff that doesn't have him in, they can keep. But
sure. And that guy, he was dang. I think I most know him for Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans?
He was
Strong side, left side. Yeah.
I can't think what his name was. I want to say it was like Jerry or Gary
Something
or
like that.
Gary Bertieri. I don't know what his name was.
Yeah.
Gary Bertier.
Yeah, there it is.
Dude, I love that movie.
Gary Bertieri. I was almost there. Yeah, like he was like one of the main like kids on the team and stuff too. I think he was the one that got hit in the car accident, if you remember.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then he wasn't able to be in like the last game.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think he was paralyzed in the rest of the story or something like that. But yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, that is that actor. And I don't know what else he's really. I don't know if I've seen him much else since then. Really,
He is, for me, most famous for being in Sons of Anarchy. He plays a fantastic character in there. I absolutely love him. And then he was also in a season of The Walking Dead.
Oh, was he?
He was a character named Alpha, I think, or no, Beta.
Beta.
But he was like the big one.
Okay.
And that group of like, they would literally wear like zombie skins, and like they were like the shepherds of zombies. It was crazy.
Huh.
Yeah.
I did not get to that.
No. Yeah, I don't imagine you will. But there's one part. It's probably the most shocking part of all of The Walking Dead. I'll never poo-poo the show because of this one thing, where like they're just in the middle of this like graveyard. They're fighting zombies like you do. And then this character named Jesus like swings at a zombie, and the zombie dodges because it's not a fucking zombie. It's a guy wearing a zombie suit.
That's awesome.
And it's so fucking awesome to not have that spoiled for
Yeah.
you know. I'm sorry I spoiled it for you.
spoiled
But
it
you're
for-
never gonna watch. I know.
Spoiler for a lot of people.
I know you'll never watch.
I was planning on watching it.
You're not gonna watch
I
it.
got to I think season
You
7
told me
or
you
so,
wouldn't.
and I never continued.
But it was such a fantastic moment. He was part of that that reveal or whatever. But yeah, man, I feel bad for him, because he also, if you have played God of War Ragnarok, he plays Thor as both the voice and the model. And I think it's the most accurate Norse mythology Thor ever put to, I guess, screen, but on a video game, whatever, in media.
Yeah.
It's so good. Because it really gets like the sadness of the character while keeping his power. Loved it. Really was excited to see what he was going to do with the character. Sad that I probably won't get to see it. / maybe they'll release some stuff. I don't know, but who knows? They never released Stuart Townsend being Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. I know he shot some stuff. We never saw that. So anyway,
One sad actor news. We also have Kaylee Hoddle,
yes,
who passed away.
this last
I believe
weekend.
Sunday night. She's the actress in the Godzilla vs. Kong, the 2 movies. The deaf actress that does sign language.
Yeah.
She got into a car accident and passed away. She was like 18 or 19.
Oh man.
Yeah, terrible. Absolutely terrible. We talked about Sam Neill last week too.
Did
Yeah.
you?
You weren't here, Aaron. But yeah, it's been one of those things.
18 is just so rough.
18, yeah.
18's rough.
I lost a cousin to a car crash a few weeks ago. He was 22.
Yeah. Like I remember growing up, and I think I was like in 3rd grade or something. And there was a kid when I went to Barlow that they died in a car accident. I think it was him and I'm trying to remember. There was more than one person in the car, and I'm trying to remember. I think someone else died with him too. But
Yeah.
like, he was in the back seat, and like I don't know if it was a drunk driver or a semi or whatever it was. However it happened, but he was like my age, and I was like in 3rd grade, and it was so weird.
I had a neighbor. I say neighbor, but out there, your neighbor's 4 miles away or whatever. But she rode the bus with us, and she passed away when she was 16 on vacation at Myrtle Beach. Got in a car accident. It's just very sad when it's that young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
But you guys talked about Sam Neill. That one I heard about, and I was bummed by that. I just think of him in Jurassic Park.
Sure.
That's the first thing I jumped to is Jurassic Park.
I know it is, and I do too. But you gotta watch Merlin. Like, we have to do it now.
Yeah, that's the first thing I jumped to.
See, mine's like Jurassic Park, and then I think of what is it, Event Horizon?
Event Horizon.
Yeah, that's the next thing I think of.
Have you seen I just lost it. The Lovecraftian John Carpenter movie, In the Mouth of Madness. Okay.
Nope, haven't seen that.
He stars in that. It's good.
Have to check it out.
But speaking of Walking Dead, Eric, do you watch any of the spin-offs? No, I haven't watched anything that isn't on the channel in that regard. So no, I haven't watched them. I might catch up one day, but I got to the point where I'm like, I feel like I've had enough. There were too many times where I'm like, I'm not really enjoying what's happening right now. And then there would be times where I'm like, wow, that one episode was great. Why can't it all be like that?
Yeah.
So, but we did finish the show proper,
Yeah, the initial show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, especially when it's gone on that long. I mean, and they also, I know they had the comics, but they also kind of like change a little bit too. So like at some points, like you're gonna have to be like, well, we can't do what this comic did, so we have to take it another way too. And sometimes, like I think you don't know, you might not know where you're going. I know Lost sometimes is like, hey, when do we end it?
Absolutely.
Because like we have an idea where we're ending, and I know you guys want us to go longer, but like.
Yeah.
At some point, you're gonna feel like you're just spinning your wheels.
I remember the creators, Damon Lindelof and Carlton Cruz. Like they wrote that episode where Jack explains his tattoos to that Asian lady on the beach or whatever, and they're just like they finish and like, we got to have a goal because we'll do stuff like this. So they like begged ABC like, please let us finish at like what, season 6?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna plan everything because we can't do this.
Yeah.
It's not our characters. Don't deserve this.
Like sometimes I wish that they do shows more so where it's like, all right, the creators, what do you guys want and what is your story going to be, and let's tell your story instead of it just being like, hey, it's doing well, keep it going for a long time,
Sure. Yeah.
Like tell the story you want.
Do you think Walking Dead fell off more than like Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I would probably say so.
Because you're like watching the Game of Thrones spinoffs, right?
I am watching it, and I really much enjoy them. And Game of Thrones, like I enjoyed the final season up until like the last 3 episodes, I would say. I mean, the House of the Dragon had an episode this season that, if they had done that with Daenerys' character in the final season, would have been so good. Because they put effort into being like, hey, when someone like has like a moral prerogative to do a thing, and then they lose it because of this, that's compelling. But Daenerys in season 3 just kind of like, I'm evil now. I'm going to kill everybody. So, yeah, I don't know. But, man, I've been really been enjoying House of the Dragon. Oh, my God. I think you would actually really enjoy it, Rick. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms is so good.
It was a different, refreshing Game of Thrones world kind of feel. And a
Yeah.
lot more personal.
I read the book back there.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I liked it a lot. But yeah, I think like Walking Dead, like it lost me, but I think also like 6 seasons was Game of Thrones. Is that right?
Yeah.
Like Walking Dead, like it kind of lost me around season 7.
Yeah.
And then it went on for like another 5 seasons. I don't know how many. I went on for a while
Something
more,
like that,
So I think it just kind of like it just kept going, and I was kind of like, I don't know. I also never read the comics, so I didn't have any of that connection. But I didn't read the books either for Game of Thrones, but I was interested in where that story was going and how it was going to end.
Sure. Yeah.
And it felt like we were coming up to the climax of like, like what's on the other side of the wall? What's that going to be like? And I'm like, ooh, I want to know. I want to see where this goes.
I know that, Frank Darabont, is that how you say his name? The guy that show ran The Walking Dead. Like, I don't know, whenever he was showrunner, like, you can just tell there's like a difference in terms of, I don't want to just say quality, but like effort, like real effort being put into each script, like some of the actors talk about, like when he would talk to you about what they want to do, like he would like, you know, the new showrunners would be like, we'll see what we're gonna do next week, but he would be like, here's the next 4 scripts, prepare yourself because I need you to have on your face in script 1 what's they're not gonna be revealed in script 4, you know, like that type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels more of like we're gonna do a
Yeah.
story, and this isn't like we want to tell a story
Yeah.
to people and have that being told
Yeah.
in the face. Like, yeah, I get that. I can understand if someone died and you're hiding it or something like that. You know, like you can tell it episodes before, and maybe they don't know for sure, but they can speculate and stuff.
The a good example of that too is the great Alan Rickman. He played one of my favorite roles of his is Severus Snape, and he talks about how J.K. Rowling told him a secret, like in the first movie, and he said it informed every single thing I did. And there would often be times where people would come up and like, "Why are you doing it like this?" And he's like, "I cannot tell you. You'll find out in 5 years with the rest of the world." But he would tell that to the directors. Like the directors wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Only him and then a few people, you know. So I imagine that he.
Alan Rickman's one of the actors I would trust.
Yeah, me
Sure,
too.
yeah.
Me too. We gotta watch Dogma. Have you guys seen Dogma?
I have.
I have not.
I believe it's available on digital now.
I think it is
I think
now.
there was something that happened with that.
It's out of the
Like,
clutches
oh,
of fucking that goblin. What's his name? Weinstein.
Weinstein?
Yeah,
Weinstein.
he had it in his clutches for so long. But yeah, I think Kevin Smith got it back.
I remember
And,
hearing something about it because like
Yeah.
that was one of the things where it's like, oh man, I love Dogma, but
Yeah.
it's not available like anywhere.
you know, Kevin Smith, who made his first movie just with his friends from his home New Jersey town, you know, Jason Mewes, who is Jay to his Silent Bob, he talked about like this was a kid that like he would come to the rec center that I worked at. And he was always funny and cracking jokes, and I always thought like, if I ever made a movie, I'm gonna put this kid in there, you know. But he's salt of the earth, and he's not bright or that type of thing. But it was successful, and then he did Mallrats, and then he went into Dogma or whatever, and he cast Alan Rickman. He talks about how there's this one day on set where he looks over and Jason Mewes is in an intense conversation with Alan Rickman. He's like, what the fuck did those two have to talk about? So he said he watched her for a bit, and then Jason Mewes went off, and he went over to Alan. He's like, hey, I hope he wasn't bothering you or whatever. He's like, Kevin, Jason Mewes is the epitome of what makes America great. It's like, what an amazing man. I'm like, whoa, that's cool.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It is available on Amazon.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah,
He
because like,
plays
that was one of the
Metatron.
things. Like the only way to find anything was to like if you already owned it like physically somehow.
Yeah.
Or if you bought it like pre-owned physically somewhere,
Yeah.
but like it wasn't in any kind of distribution.
There was a period
anywhere.
of time where some of Cameron's movies you couldn't find digitally because he hadn't like remastered them
Really?
yet or whatever. So
Yeah. Well, and it wasn't even just digital. Like there wasn't anywhere selling like physical copies either. You know, you couldn't even just order it from like online physical because it just wasn't being distributed anymore. So it's good. At least digitally would be nice because then we can watch it and other people can watch it too if they want to join us on that. You know.
Dogma also had my favorite like piece of marketing. It was not even really marketing, but Kevin grew up like super Catholic, and then around the time he was making this movie, he's like wrestling with his faith, and he's like, I'm going to talk about my crisis of faith in a movie, you know? So he has a lot of like challenging things when it came to the Catholic Church, and the Catholic Church and the Catholics were not happy, and they protested him hard. So he made a sign and went out and protested his own movie and got on camera, like a person's like, I think that's Kevin Smith. And they go over like, sir, what do you not like? And he's like, Kevin Smith sucks dick. I think he's terrible. He's ruined everything, you know? So he's on the news report as he gave a fake name. I think it was like Brian Johnson was the name of one of his other friends. He gave a fake name and he's up there. I've always enjoyed those stories.
Damn, it should have been I don't know what it was, Mr. Whitman or whatever, the dog. I
Yeah.
can't think of what the name is, but there's like it's faster than that guy's dog, you know. Can't think of the name, but
Walt Flanagan's dog.
yeah,
Yeah.
should have made his name Walt Flanagan.
The story behind that Aaron's alluding to is in Mallrats. Yeah, Kevin makes that joke like, man, that guy's faster than Walt Flanagan's dog. He made that joke for one guy, Walt Flanagan, who always talked about how his little dog is like, I don't know what it is, but he's fast. Like, watch how fast this dog is. And they always like made fun of him for stalking his dog. So he made a joke in a multi-million-dollar movie for one guy. And he talks about at the premiere, he invited Walt at the premiere. Like everybody's watching that, and you just hear one guy in the back go, ha ha ha. Yeah. Anyway, But yeah, we have to do Dogma. We got to
Dogma would be
do
great.
Merlin with Sam Neill. There's so many things to do. There's
know.
always so many things
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, and it's not like it's running out of things to do.
Twisted Pair.
Twisted Metal,
The show.
the show. Yeah, we could do that.
I haven't seen Twisted
Oh
Metal.
man, it's one of my like out of things where I have like a short list of like, dude, this would be so fun to react to. Like, I would love to do Psych and get Eric to watch Psych, but
Yep.
Twisted Metal, like, I watched it having played Twisted Metal games. Melanie watched it having not. Both
okay.
of us just enjoyed it so much. Lots of times there's shows where we're like, all right, yeah, we'll watch more of this later, and then like it'll be the next week or week after or something like that, and be like, oh hey, what were we watching? I don't know. Oh, we're watching this. Okay, yeah, let's watch another one of that. That was like the next day. Hey, you want to watch the next episode? Yeah.
How was
And then we got to the end. We're like, they better make another season.
We need to have a month where we just watch things that have wrestlers in them.
Wrestlers in them?
Yeah. Because Samoa Joe's in that,
I
right?
would love that.
I believe that's who's the body of a character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the voice. The voice is someone else, which is also equally great. And that whole character is equally great.
The Rundown.
The Rundown?
Yeah.
I love The Rundown. I think we've all seen it, though.
Yeah.
That could be a high and dry.
Could be.
Yeah, you know what? How was Anthony Mackie in Twisted Metal?
Great.
Because every time I see him in like an interview or something, like he is so personable, he is so charismatic, he is so magnetic, and I don't see it quite come out in his performances on screen. You know, so I just wonder how he was in that.
No, I think he's a more personable
Yeah,
kind of character in
okay.
that. I think he kind of has to be a little bit.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then there's some other actors in there too that I know you guys would recognize, or even the voices of some
And the
people
voices.
that you guys would know too. So I think both of you guys would know too.
Okay.
So I have a few, but yeah, it's really good. Recommend Twisted Metal. I try to get these guys to watch that.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
RebelWave.com.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of excited if you guys. Well, actually, no. I did have one little story that I want to talk with Rick about.
The Witcher.
The Witcher.
I'm supposed to remind you.
I had
Thank you,
this.
Rick.
I had this. I don't know. 10-minute little tiny quests that I just fell in love with. I come up to these two guys that are overlooking this like abandoned arena. And they're talking about like, hey, Witcher, can you go over there and take care of this like ghost or something that's been haunting our arena? We want to start having fights again. And if you get it, we'll give you some proceeds or something like that. I'm like, yeah, sure. I do these things. I'm a Witcher. So I go over. I see the ghost standing there, and he's just really sad. He's like, hi, have you come to defeat the ghost of the arena? I'm like, yeah, they want me to beat you. He's like, so what happens is this guy is cursed to be in the arena and lose forever. Every time someone challenges him, he's not very good. He loses, and he is denied entry into Valhalla.
Glass Joe.
He can't go be with his ancestors because he never wins. And I'm sitting there like, okay, well, what do I do? Like, I could beat him, and if you beat him, nothing happens, I'm like, I'll lose. And I lost, and he moved on. And I got really emotional for like, and it's just like, it was the smallest little quest, Like, it's not many lines. They didn't put a whole lot of like quote unquote effort into making it like this bombastic, amazing, emotional thing. It was so small, but it felt so big.
Yeah, well, I think Witcher 3 has the best side quest design of all time.
Yeah, there's just something about like the environmental storytelling of it.
Yeah, at least in terms of writing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just top notch for sure.
But I love this feeling. I was like, let him beat me, which Garrett would do, because he's not a Skellige. Skellige is like Vikings, so they never, ever would let someone beat them on purpose. It's really ridiculous, That's like against their religion, But Garrett is an outsider here, and I'll gladly let him beat me.
Did you beat him a time or two, and you're like, I don't know what to do with this?
I didn't. I know that I could have, but I was sitting there like, no, it can't just be this. It's got to be something else. He is too sad. The Witcher, if you pay attention to what people are saying about themselves, they will tell you their feelings, And that's like, in a world that is unknown, the feelings are the things that you can trust. So if I see like this terrible monster, but like in the middle of his monologue about how terrible he is, he expresses sadness, I know I can help.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, So there was this other great story of, it was much more bombastic storyline, but this like werewolf guy that, I might have told you this one. Okay. I won't say it again. But I absolutely loved it. I love that I had this feeling like, wow, I saved this person from an eternity of suffering. Did I kill him?
All right. No, that's cool.
Yeah,
Was that this past Tuesday?
Yep. So much fun. Absolutely loved it.
It's cool. Yeah. I'm having. I just recommend playing Control. Actually, I recommend playing
Control?
all the games I played with Remedy.
Yeah.
Are all good in their own reasons, which have been really cool. Control has just been very unique. That I'm like slowly been trying to figure out what's going on with some stuff, and it's been like really cool storytelling.
Awesome.
So
Love it.
yeah, I've just been trying to, I don't know, get more into like it might be, I don't know, Eric fucking rubbing off on me. It's terrible, but like there's like dry erase boards, and I'm just like looking at everyone. I'm like,
You gotta look at everything, man.
what's this one saying? And I found one like on Tuesday, and someone mentioned something. I was like, huh, you know what? That's a good point. Let me go back to that one dry erase board because it said that word that you just mentioned, and it was one of those things where it's like, hey, wasn't there one of these in that game? And I was like, there was. What did that say? And I went back because I'm like, maybe I kind of like skimmed it too quick.
Yeah.
And I went back and read that one again, and I was like, oh, dude, you know what? Maybe this could be this then. And then there's like something else that I did miss that I'm like, dude, that is from this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
There was a thing in The Witcher where it was I got to a really big quest and I think I handled it really well, and there was a comment or on chat that was like, how do you know this thing? And someone else commented to him saying like, he read it in a book like 4 weeks ago. Like he read a detail that no one ever gets. But yeah, I'll sit there and just read books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I my worry is I just don't retain that stuff enough. You know what I mean? I don't know. You might be reading books, fucking put pictures and shit.
I mean, I do, but
I'm like,
I also just, if I think something feels significant, I have a little notepad right now.
yeah, I've been doing the same thing with Control. It's just like it's hard for me to decide what things are significant to take a note of.
Of course, yeah. You don't know, and that's why sometimes the second playthrough is, oh my god, how did I miss this?
Yeah.
Oh, when I was a kid, I tried to connect the Final Fantasy games because I didn't know any better.
Sure, yeah.
Right? So,
1, 2, 3.
yeah, so like I played 7 first, and then I played 4, and there's a bunch of characters, like the names are the same.
That guy's
the characters
sick.
are different.
That guy's sick. What the hell?
So,
Yep.
like I spent all this time trying to make connections that just weren't there.
Yeah. I get you.
I was part of the Zelda fans that were fighting on message boards, insisting all the games were connected and that you could put these in the timeline, and we would battle and try to figure out which one goes which, and everybody, it's ridiculous. This is all separate games. Nintendo doesn't care about that. And then 15 years later, Hyrule Historia comes out, and they have all of our work printed there,
Hey, we agreed with them.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, there's some of those games that like Majora's Mask just feels like it picks up
absolutely.
like as a sequel type of thing from Ocarina, you know?
No,
I
there's
think,
some that are direct
What,
ones.
Hourglass and Spirit Tracks have like more direct connection.
They do.
But
And Final Fantasy does that a couple times too,
Yeah.
like X2 and stuff.
yeah.
But I mean, we were there when we were like, look, Ocarina of Time could split and have 2 timelines. The child and the, yeah. That's how I spent my time as a 13-year-old. When I was a farming. All right, well, I think it is time to check out a list and see if Aaron can guess the standard. And then Calvin's not here, so we might just go right into building a new one. But here it is, Aaron. You have S through F. And
This came from a chat suggestion.
This did come from a chat suggestion. I think you can see everything.
So in S, we got Monsters Inc. And we have specifically The Matrix.
I think I already got it.
Reloaded.
Oh, already?
I looked at the top, I looked at the bottom, and the first thing that jumped in my mind is the first thing I have, but we can go through them, but I think I might already have it.
Okay, you looked at the top, you looked at the bottom.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then I started skimming through, and I'm like, you know what? I think it could work there.
Aaron, we put so much effort in
there.
this. So much. If you get it in
Okay.
a second.
It's related to a word, I think. But I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, that's just
Well, yeah.
that's stupid. Everything. Yeah, what word? Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it could be like, is it related to like importance? Is it related to quantity?
Yes.
Doors.
Okay. You're halfway there.
Yeah.
It's door related.
It is.
Monsters Inc. Tons of doors. Matrix. I don't know which one that is, but I'm assuring Keymaker doors stuff there. There's animals in the bottom. There ain't no doors in The Lion King. There ain't no doors in Ice Age. Passion of the Christ. I don't remember any doors, but they probably had some doors. 300 probably in the same realm, kind of like that same era. So there's like do they got doors? They have a house.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a number of doors. Beetlejuice, I know they have like one real big door they draw and a brick opens up. Fucking Ace Ventura is like,
God damn it.
Like there's that.
The exact
There's
things that
fucking
we
cheat
said.
codes, man.
Cabin in the Woods has all kinds of doors, especially like looking at all.
And
the
I
afflictions
know
and
you
stuff.
don't have the time to watch last podcast.
I did.
I
I
know.
I haven't watched it.
No, he doesn't have the time, man.
I haven't watched it.
You don't understand.
I have not. What's in the A? Cabin in the Woods,
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption.
Yep. Clue.
It must be importance of doors.
No,
Right?
it is not.
Is it number of doors? It's something with doors. What is it?
It is something with doors,
Yeah.
but you haven't gotten it.
Is it time doors are on screen?
Not quite.
What is that's Shawshank
Shawshank.
and
Clue.
Clue. Clue's got doors, man. There's important stuff with doors there. What's Shining?
Yeah.
There, Axe. How much time in the movie you're looking at doors?
No.
I know it's door related. I just can't.
You guys
quite
don't understand.
get
He
there.
does this. He can do this.
What's weird?
That's his powers.
I looked at S and I looked at F and I was like, Lion King, Ice Age, Monsters Inc., Matrix, and I went, there's a lot of doors in both those movies. There's no doors in those movies.
What did I say last week? I
Yeah.
said, like, he'll get it so quick, you don't understand. One time we watched Legend of Tomorrow, he saw a clock in the first shot and guessed that it was fucking Groundhog Day. He does this.
Okay, so it's got to be like making doors, importance of doors, doors important to the plot.
Think about you specifically and why they would have chosen it.
Yeah.
Me specifically and why they would have chosen it.
Mm-hmm.
Doorman.
Mm-hmm.
It's related to doorman somehow. People opening doors for people. How often someone opens a door for someone else? Is that what it is? Is it something like that?
Doors opening.
Yeah.
Just doors opening?
got it.
Doors opening. Obviously, Monsters Inc. has a lot of doors opening. Matrix Reloaded has one specific shot of an infinite hallway where all the Agent Smiths open
A door and all come out?
Yeah.
The number of doors opening.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, Cabin in
makes
the
sense.
Woods, Shawshank, you have
Yeah.
all the cells.
Oh, Ace Ventura, he opens that one door.
He
a lot.
opens that one
Yeah.
door.
He opens a lot. Passion of the Christ has the boulder.
It has the tomb, yeah, sure.
Ace
Okay.
Ventura, we were trying to be sneaky
We
about
were.
it because of like it's the same door just opening and closing it like 5 times.
I mean, it's the strategy that I always do too. Okay, what's the top, what's the bottom? And
Yeah.
that one you got.
Yeah, you start there because you're like, okay, what does
Yeah.
these ones have a lot of, and what do
Yeah.
these have like not a lot of, and then from there,
I don't think you
does
would.
it match going down through the center?
If I'm going to criticize what we did last week, we should have just not had Monsters Inc. in it. I think if you don't have Monsters Inc., you don't think of doors immediately.
Maybe.
Yeah, sure. Matrix. I think Monsters Inc. Like the big premise of that whole thing
Yeah.
is doors, and like that's how they operate. They travel and all that.
Yeah.
Matrix is a little bit hidden more, I guess, because there's fights and digital technology. You know, it could have been a technology thing where it's like Matrix had a lot of technology, whereas you ain't no tech in Ice Age and Lion King. You know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There is like probably a decent correlation there in terms of technology.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
You got some of that. Cabin Woods got a lot of tech in it.
Have you seen Pontypool?
Pontypool?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Because I was gonna put that in F to try to fool you because it's like modern day with people, but it all takes place in one room.
So like there's doors there, but no one's opening anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
There was also like another movie we were thinking about putting in S instead of one of those two was Adjustment Bureau because that's similar, used a lot of doors. But we're like, I don't think Aaron's seen that, so
I haven't.
that does not seem very fair.
Someone said like I thought Aaron couldn't retain things, but I think
That's not a retaining
movies.
thing.
I will say I think movies and TV shows like because I have the visualization,
Yeah.
I can retain that and kind of think of that. My issue is like reading it in a book
Yeah.
is harder for me to like really.
Because you're not
retain
getting
it.
that like mind picture.
Yeah. Yeah, but I can picture Jim Carrey going, "Ah, ah."
That's exactly the thing we referenced. I love it.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
also feel like you might have like because of the visualization thing, you might have a higher skill ceiling for recognizing patterns.
I agree.
Maybe.
I agree.
Like, you pick up on a pattern like I've seen this before. It's this.
Yeah. Yeah, he does that. I think it's one of the reasons that you're really good at like picking up systems and games and stuff quick too.
Yeah.
Whereas I have to like practice.
Sorry if I don't know if I should have like let you guys go for a bit, or if it's better like.
No, it just means Calvin's job next week's gonna be even harder because we feel
We
challenged.
gotta go harder than that.
So we gotta come up with a new standard for Calvin to guess. One of my ideas is how real things are. Calvin has a reputation of being like, especially when we're watching like cartoons, like that's not how that works, you know. So I thought, how can we have a standard of like things that treat their subject material
Accurately.
like very real versus, the example I gave is like The Expanse and Star Wars. When it comes to sci-fi, The Expanse puts its effort into like this is what
A
the science would do.
realistic
Star
space
Wars
travel.
is like I have space wizards.
It's science. It's more science fiction
Yeah.
than or science fantasy, I guess, than it is science fiction.
So I thought that could be one, but I also would love to get
like it.
suggestions from people too if they thought of another one for
I
Calvin.
mean, that's pretty good. My first thing was like, oh, how many spoons, or the importance of spoons.
The room.
The room
Would be high.
Would be high.
Yeah, it's like, is there spoons in there a lot?
Is importance or is it?
Because like in Matrix, like there is no spoon.
there is no spoon is a huge one.
Is that put at the top though, or is it at the bottom? Because there is no spoon.
There's no spoon. The Count of Monte Cristo, the spoon is important, right?
Yeah, it is. Oh, fuck. Aaron, have you seen Count of Monte Cristo?
I did an essay on it for the book.
Yeah.
But I think I just read the
Cliff Notes.
Pink Monkey or some kind of monkey website that like was like Cliff Notes, where it's just
Yeah.
like I just read that and made a report. I think I got a C. Is it good enough? But I think that's why I always like some of the book times. I'm like, I don't know if I ever read this because I don't know if I retained. Like Rick sometimes like we read that. We had to read that. It was part of school. I'm like, I don't remember that book at all. But I remember Holes. But do you know why I might remember Holes?
'Cause there's a
Because I
movie.
also watched a movie.
We watched the movie. Yep.
I kind of like Anna's amount of marbles.
That's not bad.
Ooh,
I was thinking birds because of
Birds.
his hate for birds.
he does hate birds,
Ooh.
but he might jump to that faster than marbles.
We can't put the birds in it.
No.
For
you
sure.
Couldn't, but you could put something like
Lion King has a lot of
Lion King.
birds.
Rescuers Down Under.
Rescuers Down Under. Yeah.
So birds, spoons,
They could also do bats. Somebody said.
facts.
Bats.
Ooh, bats.
You could do the second Ace Ventura for bats.
Yeah.
Guano.
So realism, spoons, marbles, birds, bats.
Take this, devil's scum, or what is it? No. Oh, dang, what is it? Something devil with wings? Devil rat with wings. I think that's what it is.
Devil rat with
Take
wings.
this, devil rat with wings.
Yeah.
Ah, girl. As long as I have my torch.
I don't know why amount of buttholes.
Oh, that's that's from our polls during live shows.
That's pretty funny.
We got this inside joke of someone having two buttholes, and then the commenters would not let it go. Love Tom. Yeah, Tom was the leader of the butthole thing. I don't know how many movies I could find though with more than one butthole.
Human centipede.
Human Centipede.
Yeah, but then you know immediately.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or it's like how many legs on a creature or something. I don't know.
Okay, do we have a favorite? Realism, spoon, marbles, birds, bats. I would say bats, probably not just because I'm going to put Batman on there, but it feels like too much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I'd want to put like Dracula or something, but it might be too obvious.
Kind of like the Marvels one.
I don't know much marbles, though.
First one jumps to my head is Hook.
I've lost my marbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a thing in there. Marbles.
Man, I can remember like a royal who dressed up as like a street urchin to go and play marbles, but I can't think of what movie it's in.
Do we want to do like a poll?
A poll of these options? We could do a poll of options, maybe.
Movies?
So, what was it? Marbles, spoons, facts.
Yeah.
Whether it's like
Yeah.
most right or most wrong or
Yeah.
whatever it was, you know.
I can't think of any, but for marbles we could do graffiti movies because there's marbles in the cans. You just can't see them. But it's there.
Yeah, sure.
Men in Black,
Yeah.
right? The galaxy thing's kind of like a marble because
Yeah.
you play
It
with the
is
marbles in
playing
the
with
end.
marbles in the
That's
galaxy,
true.
yeah.
That's
Marbles
good.
isn't. Oh, damn, someone already got it. Man, I was so proud.
Alright, so do you want to do a poll then? Or do you want
Yeah,
to
let's do a poll.
marbles?
Let's
or-
do a poll because I can't. One isn't coming to me.
I think a couple of these are going to be too hard to find enough options for.
That's a challenge.
Well, there's a
No,
world-
no, no, no. What it will be is it'll be too hard to find S ranks.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah. We can go deep. Just all movies Calvin hasn't seen.
So we had marbles, facts,
Uh,
spoons.
Home Alone has marbles.
It does.
Yeah, they're up there on the.
Yeah.
Marble, spoons, birds, incorrect facts. Do we have anything else?
Was there anything else that we mentioned?
Bats, birds, marbles, spoon. Spoon. Spoons.
He was missing bats. He had spoons.
I might not do bats, maybe, but
Yeah,
Yeah, birds or bats. Let's go birds.
birds over bats. So we'll have a poll, and you guys vote. And so, in case you're here, and you're like, "What the heck's going on?" We've been doing this thing when one of us is missing that we rank movies based on some weird random criteria. And then the missing person shows up, and then they have to try to guess what the criteria is based on the ranking of the movies that we place in there. So the ideas for Calvin to guess are we ranking movies based on something to do with like spoons, like I don't know how many spoons are in it or importance of spoons, marbles, facts, like facts being right or wrong, or birds.
If we do realism, they should all be Tom Cruise movies. It's a fake standard. He's like, well, they're all Tom Cruise. It doesn't matter. We're not talking-
We're only
we
ranking
only
Tom Cruise
rank
movies.
That'd
Tom
be
Cruise
fun.
movies.
Okay, I'm not against that.
yeah, I like it.
I'm not against that. But that's only if it's the facts one.
Well, I just don't know how many Tom Cruise movies have
Birds, marbles,
spoons.
and spoons.
If we did matchsticks, he's got one that has a lot more than others.
Yeah, sorry, no bats.
No, it's
Or no butts.
toothpicks.
I want some butts.
No. Yeah, at least one movie. Like toothpicks. Was it toothpicks? It was toothpicks, wasn't it?
And Rain Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're letting that poll populate. Get your votes in.
Vote now.
Was it over at Twitch?
Both.
All both? Yes.
For S tier, for like factual, I would put Master and Commander, Far Side of the
Far
World.
side of the world.
It's like one of the most historically accurate movies ever.
Yeah. There's probably some things like Dunkirk's probably pretty good.
I haven't seen that.
Would Titanic be?
I mean, those stars are wrong.
So it's not S.
Yeah, that's right.
Drop it
I
down.
know exactly what you mean.
So yeah, that could be a fun one. I like the idea of facts. I also like the idea of birds.
Also, didn't the Titanic like paint the captain in a really bad light, and it like didn't actually go down that way?
In Titanic,
Yeah.
he went down with the ship, right?
Sure, but he's probably referring to like something to do with like him crashing it, him like covering it. Like, no, don't worry, it's fine. I don't know. I don't remember what happened. It's been a long time since I've seen.
He was played by Bernard Hill in the movie, right? That's King Theoden.
I also haven't seen the second half of Titanic, so
Damn, dude.
Why'd you stop?
I watched the first VHS. And I
Yeah,
was like,
I remember that. It was one of those double VHSs.
Yeah,
I don't know a lot of movies that had two VHSs.
not a lot.
You know?
You're doing correct facts. Interstellar might want to be up
It
there
could be.
because they like mapped out black holes more accurately than we'd ever had before at the time, right? Something about like that.
Maybe.
I think so. I mean, yeah, the guy that created the model to show the black hole, like, did it with like real equations, and like it actually got published in papers.
But we do facts. We also gotta make sure there's at least a lot of Tom Cruise on there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not,
Again, it might be
only-
funny if it was all.
Not
He'd be like, "What the
only-
hell? It's Tom Cruise movies?" Like, no, I guess we just happened to do all Tom
Well,
Cruise
it's
movies.
it's also got to be movies Calvin's seen, right?
Yeah.
The
Which
Mummy.
I think that number is very low.
It's not too bad.
It's not zero.
It's not zero.
Yeah, but I think most of them sit on the same
Honestly,
level of fact.
I think he has somehow seen more than I had in like that little the digger thing that we did. I think he'd seen more of those like montage than I had. I think it'd be fun though. I like that idea. I put Mummy real low. What other Tom Cruise movie would I put low for facts? I don't know. I don't know what the hell was going on in Vanilla Sky. It's at least Second to last.
I haven't seen Vanilla Sky.
Put in Aladdin for the hell of it. That could be fun.
The accurate one, I think, will be hard to find ones that I know he's seen. I'm just trying to look at like Google searches for what could possibly be on there. Zero Dark 30, some people said. The Martian, in terms of like accuracy.
Martian until the ending.
Yeah. Gettysburg, 1993.
I don't think he's seen that. All Tom Cruise films for facts. The Last Samurai.
Kung Fury.
Kung Fury. Is Tom Cruise in that?
No.
It's the most accurate movie of all time, though.
Where would I put Tropic Thunder on? Facts.
Yeah, that'd be pretty lit.
Honestly, probably kind of high.
It might be. I don't know.
Like, that's why parody works, right? Is you're just exaggerating real life to make it look ridiculous.
Jack Reacher for least realistic, especially comparing Tom Cruise to Alan Richardson.
Putting it below C.
He is supposed to be like a giant of a man, right? Jack Reacher and Tom Cruise isn't
Do
necessary.
we have the results from the poll yet, or are they still running?
They're still running. We got another.
Done.
All right, well, incorrect facts.
It looks
is one
like
on that
incorrect facts.
Probably because we kept
Okay.
talking about facts, everyone voted for
Probably.
facts. So.
Running away.
one. Okay,
And it looks
so
like that's the top one over there, too.
specifically, like Calvin has a reputation of being like, that's not how that works.
Right.
Sometimes he's right. So yeah, what is our like S? That
I don't know if
give
you've
it
seen
away.
Master and Commander.
Probably not,
I haven't seen it.
but it is known
good.
for that. Some other people are saying Apollo 13 might be a good one.
Yeah.
All right, so we're not looking at just Tom Cruise then, right?
Oh, you're right. We should.
That's what I want to know. I want to know
Okay.
if I'm looking for other stuff or
Okay.
if I'm just trying to think
Let me
of Tom
bring
Cruise.
up Tom Cruise movies.
Because if so, yeah, go to
Okay.
Letterboxd, just open up
Tom Cruise.
stuff.
I think it's. I think it's. It will get the best reaction. He did pretty good in the last one, so he deserves to be trolled a little bit. Aaron's one we're gonna make so fucking hard next time, Aaron. I can't wait till you're gone.
I can't believe I got it so bad.
We went over time.
We
coming
went.
up with
Oh
yours,
yeah,
too.
we went so long. We were having so much fun. You took one look and went. I got it. I don't mean to ruin it for you, but it's doors.
I'm like, I know it's related to one word. It's just
Okay.
exactly what that word is, you know?
Okay. All right. So,
All right, there's some of these I haven't seen, some of these I have, so.
Edge of Tomorrow is pretty fantastical in its setup. I would say that's not very realistic.
I would agree. It's definitely below C.
But
Yeah,
so,
but can you say if it's accurate or not if we don't have the aliens to see if that's actually possible?
yep.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's how time travel in terms of accuracy. You can only go forward in time. You can't go back in time.
That we know of.
Well, no, I think it might be an actual physical barrier, is what a lot of theoretical physicists talk about. It's more in the realm of fantasy.
I would say it's on the lower end, probably. I think the Mummy should be on the towards the bottom.
You can approach the speed of light and skip time, where like if you're going at the speed of light, everybody on Earth could be, 20 years or
Yeah.
whatever will pass, but you can't really do it backwards.
I mean,
Or at
Mission
least that's-
Impossible, we don't have anywhere close to those face technology.
Yeah.
I feel like Tropic Thunder.
The standard shouldn't include stuff we don't know, because Calvin will do this with stuff he does know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tropic Thunder I want to put C.
Okay.
Right in the middle.
You know what I mean? I think it's like it's got that parody thing. I think there's some things that's like it's kind of right about, but there's some things that's like, no, maybe not. Maybe not this or this. And it's also comedy, so it does some things over the top. But I think the Mummy should be on the bottom.
I haven't seen The Mummy, so I can't help you there.
But I don't know. I was just throwing them out there. But it also may be a biased thing of just like, that movie just wasn't as fun. Top Gun is probably higher, right?
It's not awful.
Like it's probably above Tropic Thunder. What's the most factual, accurate like number one?
Like this is how things work.
What's the S Top Gun movie?
What does Legal Eagle say about A Few Good Men?
Man, I don't know because I never watched it.
He has issues.
Okay, damn.
There's like getting too close to the witness stand, right?
Yeah.
How's Last Samurai?
Last Samurai's not too bad, honestly.
It's not awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they had people on set like really going for trying to make it authentic. The only unauthentic thing is that it was filmed in New Zealand and not Japan.
Yeah. Like it's probably in the upper half,
But
for sure.
Hiroyuki Sanada specifically was adamant about like this is how you treat this archetype, you know. So I would put it pretty high. I can't do Goldmember. Damn it, he hasn't seen it.
He is not.
I don't want to ruin that for him. He has no idea.
Huh.
Legends fantasy, so like I don't know where to put that. It's got unicorns and the devil. It's just all over the place.
Yeah, I don't think any of you guys have. I doubt Calvin's seen it. American Made is probably pretty accurate.
Okay.
I haven't seen it. We might not have seen enough Tom Cruise movies. This might be the problem.
Honestly,
I think Cocktail should be C.
Which one?
Cocktail.
Cocktail.
Okay.
I remember watching it with my mom, and I was like, "How accurate is it to really bartending?" And it's like it's mostly flash and fantasy is what I'm looking at when I look at it. But like, there's a couple things that are kind of right in the general idea of making drinks and doing that kind of stuff, but they're not usually doing all the super flashy stuff.
Yeah.
You know? So it's usually just over the top for the movie and stuff.
Well, is he intended to be a flair bartender?
No. I don't know.
'Cause that's like a thing. Is some bartenders are just specifically flair bartenders.
There's a racing movie he's in, right?
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder.
How is that as far as like?
I haven't seen it.
Damn, man.
I rode the ride at a theme park. Days of Thunder, but I haven't seen the movie.
Oh yeah, Jack Reacher should be low. Ooh, is The Firm? Who wrote that?
It's just telling me we got to do more Tom Cruise movies.
I said this whenever we watched the Digger trailer, and I'm like, man, I don't think I saw a lot of these.
I'm trying to look for information here, and yeah, I haven't seen Valkyrie from 2008, based on Operation Valkyrie historical thriller, meticulously documents the P-40 aircraft. Born on the 4th of July, Oliver Stone adaptation. Realistic portrayal of the Vietnam War.
Maybe we should abandon the Tom Cruise aspect of it.
I just don't. Unfortunately, he goes out of his way to not watch him. But I do love the idea of him opening up in something but Tom Cruise movies.
We could do one that has no standard and really mess up with the whole idea.
It has
It's
no
just
standard.
It's like running
We
a
just
werewolf game with no
rank Tom
werewolves.
Cruise movies. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
It's just how fast he ran, how much he ran.
How much you ran. Yeah.
Or you do the standard of how much is this going to piss off Calvin? Like, which movie pisses off Calvin first?
Let's just make a fake one, and then we'll have a real one.
Make a fake Tom Cruise one.
Yeah.
All right, so just toss some Tom Cruise movies on there
Yeah.
that aren't anything like no, we're just joking. All right, so if that's the case, then we need to come up with like actual movies.
Yeah.
Actual movies, not this crap. Other movies that are not just Tom Cruise based. So what is fairly realistic as far as movies go? What's our top?
I mean,
I think if we put Titanic on there, we put Titanic at like A or B
okay.
because of the star thing, especially.
Yep.
And if there's a couple things, but it's fairly accurate, one of those kind of things.
Sure. We probably need to be careful and not just pick like things based on historical things.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. Okay.
So like what's well,
Ooh,
it's kind of historical, I guess. But like I would put Rob Roy kind of high. I'd put Braveheart super low.
Super low.
Super low.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know either of those very well, so maybe maybe put those on there. That's not bad.
But those are also like historical movies.
Okay. I mean, you could try to sneak in some stuff that, like, oh man, this is tricky. Like how I said, like, it could have been tech, maybe.
Sure.
Like, you could pick things where it's all the movies we pick are, I don't know, you have Highlander, Rob Roy, you know, you're picking things kind of like in a genre almost.
Yeah.
To really kind of mess. Like, is this about sword fighting? Is this about?
Okay.
I don't know. You could go that way. Princess Bride's in there.
Sure.
I do love the idea that like there's an obvious one and it's just not that.
Yeah. Right.
You know.
All right. So if we put Rob Roy in, if we put Braveheart in, if we put Princess Bride in,
What's the standard?
Well, it's the facts, right?
yeah.
The facts.
What's
yeah.
the most factual ones?
Yeah.
We could put The Last Samurai in here.
Mm-hmm. Easily.
Ooh, Last Samurai. Okay, sure. Like that one. And then we just organize them to get them high
Yeah.
to low, and then we go from there, right? Ooh, Gladiator.
Yeah. That's
Gladiator's
good.
not a bad one. I like that.
And pretty accurate.
The Patriot.
Okay,
Yeah.
that could make it work.
I just feel like we're getting like a trend here.
The Patriot doesn't have sword fights though.
I think he's
It
specific about.
kinda does.
I feel like he's specific about specific things, not the
Yeah.
movie in general. Like, if you have a fantastic movie, but they like fantastic or like Fast and Furious, you can't pull a wheelie on sand
Mm-hmm.
because they're like a wheelie is you have too much traction
Yeah.
and the sand is too little. That's the stuff he points out, not like if like Armageddon I would put really low because none of that shit works. None of that shit would work in real life.
You could slingshot around the moon. I'm just saying, you
Aaron,
could.
shut up.
That's a shit that works. That's what they do. They did that in fucking. I don't know. I feel like it was something we watched not too long ago. Oh no, Dr. Stone talks about
Dr.
it all the
Stone,
time.
yeah.
Talk about slingshotting around the moon. You know,
And
Pretty sure in the Patriot, Colonel Tavington has a sword.
Zorro.
The bad guy, and I think he fights Mel Gibson, and he's wielding a bayonet.
bayonet.
Do you count that as a sword?
It's a spear.
It's a spear.
It's a
But
spear.
it gets close, you know.
Yeah, it does.
I think there's a sword fight in there. Does Benjamin Martin use a sword?
Like, what do you want to have as the trick
He
in there?
doesn't.
Is like
He-
fights.
It's a tomahawk. Remember,
So, like-
he has a tomahawk.
Are we looking for things that have historical accuracy but also have fights in them?
I don't know. You just asked. I was racking my brain.
I was just trying to think. Is there like a trick in there you put in? You know.
A trick. There are swords in Aladdin. It's true.
You idiot! We all have swords.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, putting Aladdin there is just to taunt him anyway.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, hell, like that one's probably low because like there's the genie shit. There's like people talk about like where the hell is this place? You know, like is this Earth? Is it some other planet? Like where is Agrabah?
Agrabah, city of mist. It's a city of mysteries. You don't know. Troy wouldn't be bad. The Troy movie.
Sure.
That has what a good fight. Because they use spears and shields and
Pirates of the
helmets.
Caribbean.
Yeah, right. Like it has real locations, the Caribbean and Port Royal, and is Tortuga a real place?
Yes.
Tortuga. The East Indian Trading Company.
No,
Does
we're not
Peter
Tom Cruise.
does Peter Pan count, or is that more of a dagger he uses? I would say that Hook would count because
Hook.
the golden sword is much more of like a half sword than it is a dagger.
Yeah.
and you know Rufio.
Oh yeah,
he
I would
plays
say
Hook.
that sword's like this long, right? That they use the golden one
On you or on them? Because like,
on them.
what's a sword for a kid
Yeah,
Or a
I get
hobbit.
you.
or a hobbit? Yeah.
No,
Versus
I get
Legolas,
you,
you know.
Yeah.
A Harry Potter movie? We could throw a Harry Potter. It has fights in it, I guess.
Godric Gryffindor's sword appears to Harry in the Chamber of Secrets. And
Does he have a sword fight?
No, they have wizard duels, Aaron.
I mean, we could change the idea of fights in general.
God damn, I
We
wish they
could.
would have made
You know?
that combat
Yeah.
matter.
You could
Fuck.
put if we just had to make it fights, we could put real steel in here.
Yeah.
You know, and do
Yeah,
stuff like that
we
too.
could.
We could.
That's a possibility.
Well, we could put like one of the crazier Rockies.
If you're gonna go for fights, like putting a Star Wars movie in there would be good, like Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
But then it's low, so then like he's thinking like, well, but fights like
Yeah.
no, put A New Hope in there.
A New Hope.
Put A New Hope in there because I think out of fights and stuff like that, people are usually like Obi-Wan and Darth Vader's fight is like,
It's the least bombastic.
not that crazy. So you can have that low,
Yeah.
but it's low not because of the fight. It's low, but he might think of the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I like that. I think we have Princess Bride on the list right now.
I think so.
Also, Aladdin can be really low, and they don't really have like a sword fight. It's not super impressive, whatever they have.
Three Musketeers. Which
Ooh.
the one though? The D'Artagnan!
With, the one with Chris O'Donnell?
Yeah, that'd be
That
kind of
one?
fun.
I like that one. Yeah. How accurate is that to anything?
I don't know.
I don't know how accurate it is.
It's not like
They have a real king in it, right? That's
Sure.
like a real.
it follows the general story of the book. I wouldn't call it like a super accurate adaptation.
I mentioned Zorro before. The Zorro could be a fun one, maybe.
Dude, Zorro.
Which Zorro?
Mask
the
Zorro.
one with Banderas.
Oh, okay.
And Anthony. Antonio and Anthony. Huh. Right? Yeah.
I am going to teach you something that is entirely out of your reach. Chob.
Did we talk about it? But like, there's a. Did I talk to you about? I don't know. I saw a thing where like, Anthony Hopkins,
Yeah.
like, just had fun and got real good with like a whip,
Yeah.
and they just put in the scene of
Yeah.
him doing the candle whipping. But
Dude,
the only
yeah.
reason they put that in there was because he was just doing it, and they're like, "Hey, go ahead and do that." So he's just sitting there doing that just because he was wanting to do it, and they filmed it and put it in the movie because he had just been doing that anyway.
Zorro the Fox.
I think that's cool.
I love that movie so much. Another movie. I mean, how many Bob Anderson sword fights do we have on here already? Star Wars,
Ooh,
Princess Bride.
I like that
We could
idea.
add like Captain Blood.
I've never seen Captain Blood.
He did the sword fight for
Yeah.
that too, I think.
I like the idea of Batman Begins because Christian Bale and Liam Neeson fight with swords.
They do.
right?
They had that fight on the glacier.
Yeah, that could be a fun one.
You don't mind your footing.
So yeah, put
Yeah.
Batman Begins on there. I like that one a lot. Do you want Lord of the Rings?
I mean, much swordplay is done on Lord of the Rings. In terms of an actual duel of Lord of the Rings, though, Lurtz versus Aragorn, maybe?
Which one's that?
Fellowship of the Ring.
Alright.
There's a lot of big battles, but not necessarily like sword fights. I don't know.
All right, do we have enough? How many
That's
is
a
that?
lot.
That feels like enough, right?
I think so.
All right, so now we need to actually sort them not by their fights, but by how accurate they are.
How real they are.
Well, Braveheart goes way down.
Braveheart's way more accurate than almost all of these because these are fake.
Yeah,
Right?
he's right. Braveheart, even though it gets things wrong, is technically more real than Pirates of the Caribbean that has an Aztec curse.
I would disagree.
I don't think so. It just gets things wrong. It has actual characters in it, whereas that has Captain Barbossa, who's not real at all, you know, or Jackson. It doesn't have any real characters other than them talking about King George. The Interceptor's not real. The Black Pearl's not real. The Dauntless isn't real.
But that could be like a myth.
And myths, famously, are not real. They're mythology.
But if it's true to the myth, then like
Sure.
A made-up myth, though, that was made up for the movie.
Yeah.
I feel like you lost
I like
the
how you,
spirit of this like thing.
Yeah, my thing was always like, there'll be some type of machine in Batman the Animated Series, and that's not how that machine works. Is it not? It's a cartoon. Who cares? You know. So I'm trying to like capture that.
okay.
I would say
I think Zorro is more realistic than Batman Begins. Batman Begins has technology that doesn't exist. Mask of Zorro has abilities that don't exist, but all the technology exists. You know, how things work, I think, is still more than Batman.
I think Hook goes above Princess Bride.
Only because Hook includes segments like when he's like the lawyer, and
But
that-
it also has
Princess Bride has the storytelling part, but
Hook also has
Fairies and flying.
a fairy, and
Tell me for a fact that it was in no way a dream.
Damn it, Aaron.
think
Princess
it's
Bride
not
is a story.
Princess
it's not
Bride
really either.
is 100% a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Peter dream Neverland?
No.
Or was it
man.
all 100%
Fucking,
real?
The guy takes off at the end with
What
his
guy?
marbles.
Did he?
Yeah. He like flies away.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Was that part of the dream?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was. I win.
You got it.
I'm just saying, Princess Bride, like, it's 100% a story.
Yeah. The only real stuff. I mean, all of these are stories.
Maybe this doesn't work as well. We went into, like, a lot of, like,
We got into the weeds.
crazy sword fight kind of things, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe we need to, like,
We were trying to do too much.
remove some of these and put in some other things for in the middle aspects
Flew
of things, you
too
know?
close to the sun and our wings are melting.
Well, that's why I also said, too, like, it could just be fights.
Fights.
It doesn't have to be sword fights.
Yeah.
And if we just go with, like, a fight idea, you can toss in a whole bunch of other things that can kind of have some realistic aspects to them that maybe, like, I don't know. Like, what's the line of what's realistic? Like, in the idea of real steel, are you putting that way down at the bottom because we don't have fighting robots? Or do you put it, like, at D or C? Because, like, there's elements of it that's, like, it's pretty realistic in the idea of what it's doing. But, like, Star Wars is, like, that's not how space would work at all. So that's it. It's going down lower because of that.
I mean,
I would-
any of these sword fights, they're not wearing shields or helmets. It's just not how it would work. You know?
that's why I was talking about stuff like Interstellar, because like most of that we can't do, but the stuff that they did, they researched to make sure that
Yeah.
it was as accurate as possible.
How well
Sure.
Like,
researched is
the
something
Martian
versus.
and Project Hail Mary would
I mean-
be
Yeah.
very, very high.
That's the same way I'd look at, like, Pirates of the Caribbean, where it's like, do the boats operate like they should? Do the people fight like they would in a sword fight?
Maybe we should
But
look
there's
at
a
this.
MacGuffin of these things aren't real, you know? Like, it's not. It is realistic in the way it operates, but yes, there's skeletons too. Or is it a thing where it's like, how likely, like, if you put Fast and Furious on that list versus Pirates of the Caribbean, which one's more realistic?
Depends which Fast and the Furious.
The last one. Or second to last one.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Way high.
Like you know what I mean? Like that's kind of a little bit of what I mean, where it's like, how realistic is it that things operate that way versus, like, are you taking a car to space? You know?
Sure.
Just put more duct tape on that, you'll breathe, it'll be okay.
The needing to pick different movies because of mostly, I think a lot of these would work in their respective universe.
So we should like start over and only pick like
Yeah, I don't think we need all of them to be the sword fight thing necessarily, or fight thing, or any of that. We can just get rid of all of them if we want to.
It needs to be like their very premises, like dumb or like researched or not researched. Maybe is the way to go. I don't know.
What we need is just like we need like, here's 12 movies. Do the thing. You know what I mean? Like, we just take 12 movies in general. That's how we did the water one,
yeah.
right? We just took like the top whatever movies, went through and tried to rank them based on that. So we could do that.
We could try that.
You know what I mean? Or heck, even just taking, I don't know if it's like this year of all time, you know what I mean? Like, just taking a group of movies and we just rank them on how realistic those movies are.
We could pick 1990, the year he was born. No,
He's younger than
2, right?
And this one's pretty good. It has Titanic in it. And The Matrix. Damn.
We could do like just like scientific accuracy if we want to like label it down more.
Sure. Yeah. Because that's the thing I was saying of like, what is the... All stories are going to have some element, most likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they are a historical, accurate thing, right?
Like, My Cousin Vinny's very accurate.
Sure. Yeah. And it hits some pretty good notes as far as like how it operates in a legal
Yeah.
setting, right? It's like you could... Was that on this list? Is that why you brought it up?
Yeah. It's on the right.
Caribbean.
Next to Muppet's Christmas Carol, which is one of the more accurate adaptations of A Christmas Carol.
And if Muppets were real, but are ghosts... You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's ghosts, there's Muppets, and there's all kinds of stuff going on there.
That's tough.
I mean, let's just work our way down through something like this, maybe, and just
Like-
take the ones that we know and then put those, which has Aladdin.
It does. It does.
It wants to be on there.
All right,
Like the plane fights in Porco Rosso are pretty accurate, but it stars a pigman.
Yeah, I don't know what that movie is.
It's a Studio Ghibli movie.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just start with this. I haven't seen Reservoir Dogs, so I can't say much on that one.
I mean, I can't think of anything that's like blatantly not accurate how things would work.
The prompt hasn't changed, guys. It's still factual. It's still like facts. If it's factually correct kind of thing, or I
Home
forget
Alone 2 would be low
what
because
the wording was. We had a poll for it.
Marv would be dead. For sure, right?
But it's probably above a line.
That brick from that height. The sheer amount of electricity.
I missed it.
Accuracy is hard to judge on how accurate like things are in there.
Although this version of Dracula, the accent's very inaccurate in that movie.
Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks. He hasn't seen that.
We also don't have to go one for one. I say like at least this gives us a thing. Like let's grab at least ones that we know and we're familiar with, and like toss them into the list. You know what I mean?
Death Becomes Her would be a good one.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's fun.
Also, I remember watching it so young that it like frightened me.
Oh yeah.
And then watching it as an adult, I'm like, oh my god, it's so funny. But I remember watching it as a kid being like hiding behind my dad's chair because I was so scared.
Death Becomes Her.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it. I like
Bruce Willis.
I like things being scary.
It's not scary.
It's not scary. I was just too young.
Oh. Okay.
I did the same thing with Tales from the Crypt. I mean, it's kind of scary, but not that scary, you know?
Oh,
I was so young.
We get My Cousin Vinny and A Few Good Men in this year. Both.
Oh really?
Yeah.
1992. Any Reservoir Dogs.
Right? Isn't that A Few Good Men?
Yep.
Yeah.
An Alien.
Alien
That was
3.
Alien 3, wasn't it?
That was 3.
That's below My Cousin Vinny, but still pretty high, right?
Yeah.
So like relatively close.
In the neighborhood.
So anything that really does not. That's something that's not the way this works.
How accurately does Sister Act portray a convent?
Like Sisterhood. Nunhood.
Convents are just so varied.
Is that
Yeah,
Last of the
so many
Mohicans?
different types
Has
of
anyone seen that?
Yeah.
How's that one?
I think it's better than Dances with Wolves in terms of accuracy, but I don't know. It's hard to judge. It's also been a long time since I've seen it.
Oh, Malcolm X.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Does the first Mighty Ducks have the standing the puck?
Nope, that's
On-
D2.
Damn. Okay.
Was that gonna be good or bad for accuracy?
Not very accurate.
Oh, okay.
Though, ironically, the knuckle puck is extremely accurate.
Yeah.
As a move.
As a move.
You just can't do it.
Hard boiled? Is that a
Forrest Gump's a good one. Is that 92 though?
no? I mean, we can put in whatever we want. It was just an idea of trying to like.
Yeah.
Hardboiled is very over the top, but the guns are loud like guns in real life are loud.
If we're gonna do guns, we should do Heat.
Heat, yeah.
Heat,
That
sure.
reload.
Yeah, because like that's
Yeah.
you use it as like study.
Yeah, people talk about how that's like one of the most accurate reloads of all time on film. Apollo 13 apparently is pretty.
Apollo
Accurate.
13 is pretty, accurate from what I understand. Master and Commander super accurate.
What's that movie about the couple that like adopt a football player and it turns out like that was all bullshit?
Oh,
The Bright Side,
Blind.
the Blind Side. That might be a clue in there of like, well, that's not how that was, or that doesn't work. But I don't know if that matches super well or not.
I don't know if it does.
Maybe not.
You do the Blair Witch and you put it on the bottom.
Or Fargo.
Because, like, was Fargo the same way?
Yeah.
Like, Blair Witch was like, this was real. You know what I mean? Found footage.
Apollo 13 versus Armageddon is good.
Fargo starts with like, this is a true story, and it's not at all.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, do Fargo, maybe. I haven't seen Fargo. All right. All right, so is this enough here for where we're at? I think... Yeah, I don't know how many we need.
I think 11's that's not bad. The 12 is such a satisfying number. I kind of want to do one more.
Dick really wants Interstellar in there.
Yeah, let's split it in there. That's good.
I think that's exactly the kind of thing that Calvin points out is when a thing
Yeah.
does not work the way it does in that movie. It's like, no, this is how black holes work.
Yeah.
This is how this stuff would work. I would also argue that like Martian or Project Hail Mary would go really high because the author is like an astrophysicist.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now it's ordering.
I think it's probably relatively close.
Hmm.
Aladdin needs to go much lower, right?
I would think so.
What in Aladdin doesn't?
I mean, isn't Aladdin more ridiculous than Home Alone 2?
I mean, does Home Alone have an actual wish in it?
I mean, he wishes,
Yeah.
but
like, Liar Liar has an actual wish in it. Whereas Home Alone, like, you could say, yeah, he wished, but it wasn't like a magic thing. It just, that's what happened. You
I don't
know?
remember if he wished to get in 2.
Whereas, like, Liar Liar, like,
One he wished.
the birthday wish had power over him.
Yeah,
It
either
took
way,
his
Home
free
Alone
will.
doesn't have actual power. There's just
Yeah.
an accident that happens,
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's lower because of, like, they'd probably be dead from the traps, but,
Yeah.
like, you know, I don't know. I guess it's, you know, it's the argument of, like, do carpets fly? Or if carpets fly, that's how they would fly. You know what I mean?
Sure.
No, they can't fly.
Do what?
They couldn't fly.
Yeah.
There's no world in which they could fly.
But if they did, is that how they would fly? Like, what's the factual aspect? Like, do we give the MacGuffin of, like, that's the same thing with Interstellar, right? It's like this, like, isn't that what you're saying? Like, all these things, this is how they would work. But there's still the idea of, like, this that we don't know. So that's kind of
That feels like that's
the
Eric
fantasy idea,
wanted to
right?
in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it feels like we're backtracking.
I'm asking a
I don't
question
think
on
Al-
Aladdin specific
Aladdin would be super low.
on where that fits. I think
Yeah.
it's lower than Home Alone 2.
I
think it's lower than definitely Home Alone 2.
It has a genie. It has
Yeah, like it's probably the lowest on the list.
I don't know about. I mean, like the Fargo one's like based on a true story. It's like no, this is all fake.
royal families would
Like-
not accept a peasant and as a husband.
In that sense, where does like where does Dracula and Batman go?
Dracula would go above Aladdin, and Batman would go above Dracula.
Like they're both the ones that we dropped in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Batman Returns over Dracula.
And then I don't know what Unforgiven is. I don't think.
Batman Returns has like Catwoman being like
Brought back to
brought
life by a
back to
cat.
life,
Yeah.
whereas Dracula's a vampire.
Yes. But you
Vampires
have to
are
remember,
like based off of thing. Well, good.
but you have to remember Keanu Reeves' accent.
Oh, this is Keanu Reeves and
Hey,
Gary
yeah.
Oldman.
There are people that sound weird where they're from. Okay, that happens. That's real life. Have you ever heard of foreign accent syndrome, where people have like strokes or something, and then they will have like a foreign accent?
Really?
Yeah.
I've
So
not
maybe
heard
that happened to him, man. Maybe you just didn't go deep enough.
In that same sense, like with your Catwoman thing, I think stays above Dracula probably.
Maybe.
Like there's less likely
Well, Dracula, like
vampires than like people have died and come back to life. But
Yeah.
people haven't become vampires.
and like Dracula turns into rats. He turns into bats. Like
There's a lot of mystical thingies in there. I don't know Reservoir Dogs. I don't know Unforgiven. I don't know A Few Good Men.
I would say Apollo, My Cousin Vinny are definitely above A Few Good Men. I don't think I've seen Reservoir Dogs. I don't think I've seen Unforgiven.
I might be the only one with Reservoir Dogs, so I can believe it.
It was just the first one on that 90s list.
Oh.
All right. How accurate is Interstellar and Heat for things? Or how inaccurate is My Cousin Vinny?
Yeah, a rare neurological disorder where brain damage causes a person to suddenly speak their native language with a new perceived foreign or regional accent. And there's all these examples.
Weird. Okay. Interesting.
I mean, there are so many movies that are like they're supposed to be Greek, but they have English accents.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Sure.
but that's for like digestibility, right?
Because I know some people were talking about the new Odyssey, but like, why do they have American accents? Like, well, they didn't have fucking British ones either. You know. Mrs. Doubtfire.
I think My Cousin Vinny goes above Interstellar.
I'm
I'm trying to think about My Cousin Vinny.
I mean, both of them have a reputation of being extremely well researched. They might both go over. I don't know.
Over Heat.
I don't know, because Heat has the one thing that I know is really awesome, but Interstellar and My Cousin Vinny have multiple things.
It's been a while since I've seen Heat.
So like what Jake's saying, like the idea is like, yeah, that's how that would work. Oh, thank goodness. As opposed to like you're watching My Cousin Vinny, like that wouldn't happen in the court.
Right.
Or that's not how space travel works.
Yeah.
I think we we're going through and we're talking about accurate. We have mixed up accuracy and realistic, because Interstellar isn't realistic, but it's accurate in its portrayal of what it's trying to do. And that's what I felt like the point was in the beginning, was realism was never the question of the thing of the ranking. It was real.
What is the major difference between accuracy and realism?
I mean, like,
They do feel pretty similar to me.
you can get the mechanics of a thing correct in the way that it should work, even if it is not real in its implementation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you look at space travel movies, you put together space travel and Interstellar versus Star Wars. They're both equal levels of unrealistic because we can't travel that fast or that far. But one of them is more accurate in the way they try to depict that level of technology.
Sure, yeah. Star Wars has hyperspace. That's a dimension you go into. Interstellar just travels faster, which we know is possible. Calvin's gonna get this in 2 seconds, so we're gonna waste all this time.
We should have went with spoons.
No, we're too deep.
Well, I'm not saying
I
change
like
it
this.
now.
I think it still works. I mean, the idea of accuracy and the other one, I mean, I understand, but
Because like the things that happen in Fargo, I would say, are more realistic than the things that happen in Home Alone. It's just the way that Fargo presents itself.
yeah.
You know.
I mean, we can always take out or put in something too. I don't know. I'm more thinking about the top, I guess.
What's at the bottom right now?
Aladdin.
Aladdin's at the bottom. What is like famously bad for the standard? 'Cause I don't think Aladdin. Most people go like, oh, you know, why I didn't like it. It wasn't realistic. But like, there's got to be something that's like people know that one's not accurate.
Like Armageddon is pretty famous.
Yeah, I would put Armageddon at the bottom right now.
Armageddon is famous.
And I think that pairs well with Interstellar. Because it is famous for Ben Affleck being on the commentary track, being like, "Yeah, I went over to Michael Bay and I said, you know, none of this would work. Like, this isn't how anything would happen, or this is how it would happen." And Michael Bay famously said, "Like, Ben, shut the fuck up. We're making a movie. Who cares? Shut the fuck up." So I shut the fuck up and didn't say anything else for the rest of the thing. He said.
Trying to remember. I don't know. I think I've seen Apollo 13, but it's a long time. How is that compared to, like, Interstellar?
It's super well researched and doesn't have like a MacGuffin.
It's also
like-
based on a true event.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if that's the case too, and it's like, is that how those should be portrayed? Is
But,
that how it
like-
would really operate?
Interstellar also has the fame of like not only was it so accurate like how things could be, it literally led to us learning new information about how the world actually is, which I don't think the other one has. You know, and that's a pretty famous part about it, but I don't know if Calvin knows that.
Does that add to the list of this stuff, or
Kinda, I don't know.
does it? Okay. I was wondering, like, if it portrays it accurately,
Yeah.
we've actually done it. There's no extra MacGuffin aspect that's added in.
Yeah,
Like, Apollo 13 might hit the
And-
notes more than everything else.
Well, the other thing with Apollo 13 is like they actually did the dives to put people in 0G.
really,
Yeah.
to try to make it seem as
Whereas I don't
Accurate.
believe Interstellar did.
as accurate as it could.
I mean, I haven't seen Interstellar, so only the ending.
That's the worst part to only see for almost any movie.
I know that. I mean, Interstellar, as accurate it is, there are a couple of things that I've seen people talk about it where it's like, well, this wouldn't do it like this. Like something specifically on the planet that has like the giant tidal waves, or something about like the way that its proximity to a black hole like wouldn't quite work like this, but it's such a fun sequence that people kind of excuse it.
Like
I don't know if Apollo 13 has anything like that.
I've heard people say the premise is dumb because like you would fix Earth before you would try to find a replacement in space. But I haven't seen the movie.
Well, and then, I mean, I would say that's dumb because humanity survives if we're on multiple planets, and if one thing goes wrong on one planet, you got the other one, you know? Like, if you just have one planet and then something bad happens there, then you're just gone. Whereas if you have on multiple planets, you have increased the survivability of the species so much more. So I don't know if I'd agree with that one. The Martian is fantastic, you're right. If we did that, that would be a pie too.
All right.
I had to like really. I'm trying to see like what problems does Apollo 13 have that Calvin probably wouldn't even know.
I mean, I think if you're looking for, if it has, I don't know. Does it have one of those issues where like the stars aren't right,
Yeah, I'm
like the Titanic does? Where it's like there's a little bit there, but even without that, if it's accurately depicting the idea of like space travel, getting to the moon, what they actually went through, like it might hit accuracy and realism more than anything else on the list.
Yeah. Like, I know it's quite accurate to the story of what actually happened. And also the fact that they used the vomit comets for filming, like, also puts it up there for me.
In Apollo 13, the most famous inaccuracy is the intense argument where Fred Hayes blames Jack Sigwit for the explosion after stirring the oxygen tanks. In reality, the astronauts never argued. So there was that. Like, there's a couple things that are, like, dramatized.
Sure.
Whereas that Interstellar doesn't have that issue.
Well, because
it's fictional.
Yeah.
I think maybe put Apollo 13 at the top, and maybe it's good.
Yeah, I think that even if you like disagree, I think that you like understand. I can see how it's like that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't have a strong feeling. I think Armageddon, as much as I enjoy that silly movie, belongs way at the bottom.
I don't know Fargo.
I mean,
The other ones seem like they're probably pretty low on those. That seems okay.
like, I don't think Calvin's seen Fargo either, so maybe we just take it out.
Okay.
And maybe replace it with something else if we need something else.
People keep bringing up Titanic. We could put that in there.
We could. Where would that go?
I mean, it wouldn't be super high. Like as someone just said, like when the Titanic sunk for real, it was pitch dark, so they saw nothing. Like there's not any room for a story and drama because it was just terror and chaos and death. You know. Yeah, I don't know. But the events happened. It's just not very accurate.
It's like I get the idea of trying to find like those movies where it's like, yes, it's a movie and it's a story.
They also myth busted the door.
The door?
The door that Jack and Rose are on, and Rose, like, he's like, I can't fit on the door, or whatever.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah, people are like, what's so big? They could be on the door. But in the movie, he tries, and it doesn't work.
All right.
Titanic goes low, but I wouldn't say... I don't know if I'd say it's lower than, like, Batman Returns, you know?
Sure. Hackers would be pretty low, although I
Yeah.
don't know if Calvin's seen Hackers.
Is it lower than Armageddon?
I haven't seen Armageddon.
You haven't seen Armageddon?
No.
Where should we put Titanic, Jake?
I mean, it should definitely go above Dracula. It should go above Batman.
Yeah.
It should probably go above Home Alone.
No, not above A Few Good Men. Maybe not above Unforgiven?
I don't know what Unforgiven is.
I think
Western?
Unforgiven is pretty like standard. It's just like nothing in it's
Yeah.
wrong. Titanic, I think, gets a lot really right and a couple things wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So it probably can sit in the middle. Is probably where, because like James Cameron did do a lot of research.
Oh, yeah.
But like
Yeah.
the thing of like, oh, there'd be no lights. Well, yeah, then you don't have a movie.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't
No, I understand.
like. I don't think that's like a technicality that really works when you like you're nitpicking at that point, not looking at like the
Well,
way
we can also, like,
things function.
with Apollo 13, we can both, you know, those things were filmed and recorded, and, like, we know what happened, whereas Titanic, we have no idea what happened, other than it was hit by an iceberg and it sank. We have no idea if there was there were survivors, but they're cold and wet
Like
and
right now, I
scared.
think
and,
these two are S. These would be like A. These would be B.
yeah.
And then I don't know what's inaccurate about any of these any of these four.
Inaccurate?
Other than they're just unrealistic.
Well, I mean, Home Alone is way more likely to happen than Aladdin. Batman's more likely, I think, to happen than Dracula. Other than, like, I can see, like, a person being born with mutations that look more penguin-y, but I don't really see a lady dying and then cats licking her and then she comes back to life and then has 9 lives.
Yeah.
But
if
that
if
cat
it-
suit, that's real.
But if it was,
Face Off. That's a good. I kind of want to put it up now.
Face Off's pretty good.
Face Off's so
I
good.
was also thinking of like
Face Off's pretty good. For
Yeah,
me.
that's a great one.
any Santa Claus movie,
Oh yeah.
because like, where do the presents come from? From the parents' perspective.
Right? Those are movies designed to make you believe in things that you know aren't true. And it, like, punishes the skeptic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Face Off is a great pool. The Santa Claus. Is Santa Claus more likely than Aladdin? It's pretty close.
we can also trim things off if we need to.
Like, Santa Claus has the story of Saint Nick, whereas Dracula has Vlad the Impaler, right?
Yeah.
So they both have, like, historical things they're based off of. But, yeah. Okay. I think I'm happy with this one. And we're running out of time. But I'm happy. Does anybody have anything that's like, nah, not this, just take it off? Or, like, this should clearly be above this one?
Do you think Face Off is higher than Hackers?
I've never seen Hackers.
Hackers pretty rough.
Hackers
It is.
I love the movie.
Like,
It's pretty
Face Off
wild
is-
in the sense of hacking.
Face Off is like taking an unrealistic thing and trying to like make it work, kind of.
Yeah.
Whereas Hackers is taking a real thing and just throwing it to the winds.
That's true.
Face Off, like the way you look requires your skeleton. Your face looks that way because that's what your skeleton is shaped. You can't just take someone's face and make John Travolta look like this fucking guy. You know, like that's just, it's ridiculous. Like
I mean,
that's something Calvin would say. I think.
I'm fine putting I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Like I don't have an issue with that.
And that's like the premise of the movie.
I think Face Off and Armageddon are fine in like E or F, and then Hackers and a couple
Okay.
other being in like.
All right.
All right, we put so much work into this. If he does what Aaron did today, I'm gonna go nuts.
Box it up and ship it out.
I don't think he can though. I think this is a pretty solid one.
That's a good pull.
Why is it? Wanted is a good one.
You-
Yeah.
I guess you have to just accept that they can do the thing though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
it can work.
Come on.
What if can you put the first Fast and Furious in C? Does it fit C? The first one.
The first one?
The first Fast and Furious. Not the later Fast and Furiouses.
I mean,
But the first, does it seem like it's like accurate enough?
Not enough meth.
Math.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything glaringly.
I think it's one of the more grounded aspects.
Is that the
but
movie
it's not
that-
like it's not a little fantastical.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
But
it's the like I said earlier, it's the inaccuracies of like you can't pull a wheelie on sand because those things. Like I don't think there's anything in that. Like you can look at it and be like, I don't know how they do that, but you can just say, well, they have custom. Like driving under a semi, technically you can't do it, but they lowered the cars.
Yeah.
If
Sure.
it's lower enough, yeah.
Sure.
There, like in some of those race scenes, I felt like it's hyper stylized how fast it looks like they're going, but that's about feeling, not necessarily like what's happening. So I think it
the
still
only
works.
thing inaccurate about those, and I can't remember if it's bad in those, is the number of like shifts. Like they shift so much.
They do
in some
shift a
movies.
lot.
Yeah, sure.
But I don't think it's super bad in one.
Does using the NOS first and losing, is that accurate to real life?
Yeah, man. I think about it all the time.
That
I think about that all the time. I sometimes I'm doing reaction like, you hit the NOS first. You know?
I was just trying to think like, what do we have that kind of hits that C middle range where
Yeah.
it's like Fast and Furious goes a little far, but it doesn't go as far as like the other movies and stuff.
I think that one sits in a good like middle range of like it's telling a stylized story, but it's not shitting on accuracy to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Whereas like movies after that, it all goes out the window, baby.
What's the one where Brian
All right.
says the word "cuh"? I don't think so. Cuh.
That's
That
two.
one's fantastic.
Probably-
Oh, that too.
Probably
Okay.
two.
Every time I hit that one, I'm like, oh man, I don't know if he pulls it off.
I think that's the Tyrese movie, but
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
super.
I think so,
for that
too.
franchise.
I would say so. I ain't hungry no more either. All right. So good there then? Are we
All right.
done?
Bits and donations.
We
I guess.
did it.
Yeah, we need to check out.
No cryptic combat this week, everybody. I'm sorry. I know everybody was waiting. Forget about a cuh.
Wait, so he didn't say cuz or anything? He just said cuh?
Yeah, cuh.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
CUH.
Thank you, T. Bauer, for the new Prime subscription.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Moon Empress, 100 bits. Woohoo! New phone can finally get back to watching stuff after a week of no sound.
No sound, dang. Well, I'm glad that you got your
sound.
phone.
Congrats.
Super chat from King Louie. Thank you for the super chat, by the way.
Thank you.
What's up, my goats? Who would make the best winter wolf out of all the crew? And would you guys want to be in the Vanguard
Or rear guard.
or the rear guard?
So the Winter Wolves, I think you're talking about House of the Dragon, right?
Oh.
So, Rick, you probably don't know this, but the Winter Wolves are when the men in the north, when like winter is coming, they will often, especially when there's rumors of war to the south, they'll often have their old men go and fight. One, because like, well, they're still good fighters, but two, they're another mouth to feed, and winter is coming. It's hard, so they like volunteer to go fight and die, so they aren't a burden to their families. You know, so that's a Winter Wolf.
Okay.
But in terms of Vanguard and Rear Guard,
Yeah, what does it mean for that?
who would be? What would I want to be in?
Vanguard goes first and rear guard guards the rear.
Vanguard has much higher casualties, but they see more action. And if I'm a winter wolf that kind of wants to go out in the blaze of glory, maybe I go Vanguard.
So they're asking which of us would make the best winter wolf.
I don't do well in the cold.
I will sacrifice Eric for that.
Yeah, I'm the oldest. So
Yes. He will be the first to be
yeah,
a winter
and
wolf.
I have a hell of a mouth to feed, so I think it's me.
I have a hell of a- So would you pick Vanguard then?
Yeah, I'll pick Vanguard. I think as a winter wolf, if that's my motivation, I want to go out with steel in my hand in war. You know, I don't want to just wait for my turn.
Yeah, and
My
if you're the
turn's
rear
already
guard,
done.
like you'll be like
Yeah.
everyone else dying in front of you. You're like the
No,
last one to
I
die.
don't want that.
You've seen all the
Yeah.
other turn stuff.
Well,
Like, I'm not the most proactive person, but like, I remember in 8th grade when I got hurt during football and I had to just stay on the sidelines, and there was our greatest rival was Waterford, and during the Waterford game, I just remember just adrenaline just pumping through me, and I could do nothing about it, and it was such an uncomfortable feeling, you know. So I don't think I want to be in the rear guard. I want to be up
Also,
there fighting.
I don't think I want you in the rear guard if your job is to like pay attention and guard the rear from flanks.
Hey,
Exactly.
someone,
Did you hear something? Was there a noise there?
I got the left.
I don't want that. So
Yeah,
I think
Good call.
I think Calvin would be a good vanguard because part of that is scouting out
yeah.
and like moving ahead,
Mm.
where his scouting abilities would probably benefit him really well.
Yeah.
sure.
To,
I'll
like,
be-
figure out where enemies are.
I'll be in the rear guard so I can write poems to honor your guys' sacrifices.
I agree. If Vanguard gets shields and Rearguard doesn't get shields, I go shields every time. Vanguard.
All
They
right.
have the big shields to put the phalanx on.
So thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Was that everything then? Was there any memes or anything like that too, or any?
There was, I think, one meme, but we can save it for next week.
Save it for next week.
Calvin
Okay.
will be here next week. We'll be able to see if he can make or break this list that we spent so much
We spent a
fun
while
time
that,
on.
Yeah.
I have a lot of fun with this.
I'm gonna be streaming more Mass Effect here at like 6, so here in about an hour. So make sure you guys check out that. It's been fun. I gotta finish building up my team. I got 2 last week, and I think I'm going to find. Oh shoot! What planet am I on? I don't know what planet it is, but there was one more person, the Angel guy, that I need to go and find.
Oh,
him.
Archangel.
Archangel. So I need to go find them next. So join me for that. Anything else? Tomorrow's Gears of War.
Yes, sir.
Join
It's
for
Gears
that.
of War, and then I
It
believe
might be our last one.
we're gonna finish.
I think we're going a little later to finish it, so that
Yeah.
next Friday changes up to something new.
Yeah.
So join us for the last Gears of War stream then tomorrow. Otherwise, I think it's everything, right?
That's all.
We good?
folks.
Good. Guys, thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time.
Get out.